Are you someone who's tired of low returns? You never seem to be able to get ahead with financial planners or money managers, or maybe you need some more money for retirement? If that's you, then you're going to love this presentation. Grab a pen, get ready to write lots of notes. Let's get into it because I want to share with you how you can build some meaningful returns on investment going forward that's going to beat anything that you would get giving your money to anybody else. As an independent, successful private investor, let's get started. Trading carries a level of risk. This information is general advice only and has not been prepared taking your individual financial objectives into account. Trading Mastery holds an AFSL license with the Australian Securities Investment Commission, and we all are licensed to share with you the content that we're going to be sharing today. So what are you about to learn about? Well, how to improve your investment returns by riding the coattails of smart money, how to manage risk successfully, and how to secure your financial future as an independent, successful investor. I hear all the time, I need more money to retire, I never seem to get ahead, and I'm tired of low returns. If one of those challenges is something that you're having in your life right now, then you're going to love the next 20 minutes because what I'm about to outline for you is exactly what Wayne Hopkins and our other clients are achieving: above average, meaningful returns on investment. As Wayne says, I'm sitting on about a 60% return on investment inside 12 months. And in a few moments, I'm going to share specifically why. I'm going to outline the framework to build meaningful returns as a private investor over time, investing in wonderful businesses, companies that are likely to compound money and deliver you above average returns as they are for Eduardo here, who very kindly says, "You've become my rich dad of my story." And as Eduardo says, he's in his professional life. He really needs to maximize this time and be efficient. And that's the reason why he invests alongside myself and my team. So in 2021, in early November right now, the S&P 500, the index in the United States, has risen in 2021 by 23.25%, an outstanding return. But the ASX 200 here in Australia is only up around about 11.76%, about half what the United States index has delivered. And there's a very valid reason for this. You see, most Australian investors pigeonhole their money only in Aussie companies. And very sadly, they miss out on the opportunity of being invested in global growth businesses that are listed on the biggest stock exchanges in the world, the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, where companies like Apple and Microsoft and Amazon and Coca-Cola and Berkshire Hathaway and Boeing are all listed. The Australian Stock Exchange only has around about half of the companies are non-energy and mining companies. So it's very much a one-trick pony here in Australia. My personal return, and I share every one of my positions with our clients, in the year 2020 was up 56%. In 2021, year to date, the end of October, early November 2021, is up 41% versus the ASX 200 average of just under 12%. And when you look here, according to the Super Guide, the average balanced growth super fund has only averaged 5.5% over the past 15 years. Over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the specific reasons why going forward, your returns on investment can be better, so much better than leaving your money with others, giving your money to a broker, or leaving it in a managed fund or a super fund. Because the sad reality is fund managers and financial planners are not out for their clients. They're out for themselves. Around 90% of active fund managers underperform the index, meaning if my return is up 41% this year and the index is 11.76%, the average managed fund and super fund is going to be less. Their aim is to raise capital and earn fees. And with all the resources at their fingertips, they still underperform the index consistently. So how can you do better? Well, these are my open positions to the end of October. Wonderful global growth companies. And I don't buy them just because they're global growth businesses listed in the US. I would buy them if they were listed in Australia, listed in London, listed in Germany, but they happen to be on the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ.
Apple, 110%, Microsoft, 77%, Google, 126%, Berkshire Hathaway, 68%, Macquarie Group here in Australia, 90%, Flight Centre, 55%. These are household names: Costco, Home Depot, Walmart, Disney, over 50% return on investment. Wonderful businesses, but the key is to know when to buy them. And the companies that we've sold out of and banked our profit, Tesla 190%, Afterpay 91%, American Express 45%, Domino's Pizza, ANZ Bank 63%, Sydney Airport 30%, FedEx 47%. Not penny dreadful businesses, wonderful global growth companies. And when you look at the average best, the absolute best of the best super funds here in Australia, in the past 5 years to April 2021, the best is 9.5%. And my return on investment this year that all of my clients get access to is 41%. Last year is 56%. And next year, again, it will be substantially better than the average balanced industry managed fund. Because the United States has been the number one trade in financial markets for more than 100 years, because of the very reasons I just outlined. Global growth companies, companies that continue to build their earnings and grow their businesses around the world. And there is a lot more money to be made investing globally than just investing in Australia. And when you think about it, 25.6 million people versus 7.8 billion globally, just the odds of you making more money investing in quality global growth businesses listed on the New York Stock Exchange is far higher over time. Since 2010 to 2021, the S&P 500 in the US has risen over 300%. Here in Australia, the ASX 200 over that same period is only up 130%. Why? Because of the very reasons I keep outlining. Global growth companies that continue to build their earnings and revenue and build their brands, build their businesses, are listed on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. Very few of them, a tiny fraction, are listed in Australia. So going forward into 2022, of course, we are steadily beating the pandemic, and there are going to be wonderful businesses for us to be able to invest in that will be able to grow their revenue, grow their earnings, businesses in the transport, infrastructure, banks, travel and leisure, retail, and of course, tech and e-commerce will continue to dominate. But there are certain industries we are buying right now where the demand is rising, the earnings are improving, and these companies' share prices are going to continue to outperform. And the key is to know what companies to buy and when to buy them, to make sure your portfolio is balanced correctly, to make sure that you know the right time to trim, buy, sell, to make sure everything is balanced correctly, to avoid buying companies that will underperform and deliver you financial pain. What we are here to do is to share with you how to make sure over time that you buy great businesses at the right prices that compound their earnings and build you above average returns. So what do? We help you make money and we save you money. We save you a huge amount of time and effort because we do all the heavy lifting. We do all the grunt work. We share with our clients what they need to know. We share them with our portfolio. We show them step by step the framework, and we spoon feed it to them every single day to help you avoid the financial pain and get the returns on investment to secure a brighter financial future. A financial future that can see you earn the sorts of income in retirement, into your retirement years, or even during your working life. Passive income, as this here shows, of $53,000 inside 12 months for a client, a 48% return on investment. Another client, $91,377 inside 12 months, a 71% return on investment. And I'm more than happy for you to jump onto Google and read the 5-star reviews of our clients that are raving about the returns and what they're achieving here at Trading Mastery. And there's never been more important time than right now, as we're coming out of a very difficult period from economies and companies around the world to have someone experienced alongside you. I've been doing this now professionally for over 20 years. I was invited to host my own television program on Sky News Business Channel called Money Exchange for a number of years. I've stood in the pits of the S&P 500 in Chicago. I've been invited to coach children, students, adults at universities, colleges, and businesses how to invest successfully, independently, with great risk management, and to be empowered and looking after your own money. Today, I live at Noosa Heads on the Sunshine Coast, and I'm just like you. I have a family. Some of you have kids, some of you don't have kids. I have three wonderful kids, Abby, Lewis, and Jack, and my wife, Janine, and I have been living here now on the Sunshine Coast for about 16 years. Prior to being a professional investor, I was a professional water skier. I needed to make a transition from a great career as an athlete into the real world. When I finished my skiing career, I wanted to make sure I was learning from the best. So I hired the best. I went to a headhunting firm and I said, have you got any retired investment bank or hedge fund traders that I can hire to work for me? I want to learn how it really works. And I was prepared to spend up to over $500,000 doing this. And what it has amounted to is me now being able to not only develop the skills myself to invest successfully over a long period of time, but to now share that with others to ensure that every Australian, anyone around the world, does no longer needs to leave their money with high fee charging, underperforming money managers. So what did I learn? I learned how to ride the coattails of smart money. I learned how to invest in global growth companies that have predictable and powerful earnings, how to manage risk successfully. And as one of my clients, Kevin Mulval, says, I'm happy with everything. I invested $15,000 at the start and now have equity of around $40,000. So financially, it has been good. But also your approach gives me confidence. $52,000 of passive income. Have a think about for a moment what you would do with an additional $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $90,000 of passive income in a year. Maybe it's $60,000 like another one of my clients, because I love seeing my clients succeed. And the ones that are just simply following the process that we have are earning meaningful results, far greater than they would achieve giving their money to others. You know, the average investor, unfortunately, only makes money occasionally because they continue to sell when markets go down and they only buy when markets go up. And they repeat this never-ending process of selling when markets go down and buying when markets go up. And they never make money. What I do with my clients as a professional investor is show you how to buy when things are cheap. Don't you like buying great quality products and services when they're cheap? We do too. And in the share market, this is the way to build true wealth, by learning how to own a concentrated number of high quality businesses and to keep accumulating them through the cycle, buying them great quality businesses when they're cheap. And I want to emphasize the difference between locally listed, pigeonholed Australian businesses and some companies that have global growth potential. Between 2010 and 2020, Commonwealth Bank only went up 54%, BHP 27%, Harvey Norman 35%. This is over a 10-year period. Telstra went backwards 5%, Insurance Australia 26%, and Woolworths 51%. These are typical businesses in the average balance managed fund. But Apple over that same period went up 934%. Amazon over 1,500%, Google 766, Microsoft 856, Facebook 724, Netflix 1,408. That's where I've had my money, in these global growth businesses. And as one of my clients sent me an email on the 6th of April, now that she's investing globally, she said, I broke the $200,000 mark for profits for the first 9 months I've been trading with you. I've got to say I'm thrilled. Currently sitting on $205,000. Now, I know Prue's return now is significantly higher than this. And in fact, she's up over $50,000 just on Macquarie Bank. Another client, $82,715. But look at the names they're invested in. Global growth companies, Amazon, Apple, Bank of America, Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, Disney. Trading Mastery is not a broker. We are not financial planners. We are not money managers. We are not fund managers. And we're certainly not speculators in the price movement of shares. We're investors in exceptional businesses. And that's the reason why we succeed. And as a client says here, having very experienced people in the background you can call on or send an email with a question makes me feel very comfortable. Now, not only that, we also provide an opportunity for our clients to understand the key success principles of knowing how to value businesses, buying them at a discount, knowing how to reduce risk, and applying the right temperament. Simple skills anybody can apply. Now, right now, I want to share with you 3 of our investment principles. Right now, I want to share with you the core principle that underpins one of the key components of how successful investing works. Is the business within your circle of competence? The second is, does the business have global growth potential? And third, out of the 8-step process, we don't have time to cover the 8 today, but we want to talk about 3, is what is the company's return on invested capital? When I say, is a business within your circle of competence, what I mean by that is, do you understand the company? Do you really understand what it produces, what they make, what they deliver, what the business might look like in 3, 5, or 10 years from now, who its competitors are? Does it have a global growth opportunity of growing its revenue and people buying more of the products and services globally, or does it just sell the products in one location? And what sort of money does it generate on every dollar invested into the company? Let's assume you bought Apple in the year 2010. Is Apple within your circle of competence? Do you think you understand what Apple does? I think most people do. They make wonderful iPhones and iPads and AirPods and great MacBook Pros. Does it have global growth potential? Of course it does. What is Apple's return on invested capital? It's 18%. That means every $1 invested in Apple returns 18% after tax. So that means that for every $1, 18 cents after tax is delivered in profit. The average S&P 500 company is about 8%. So when you have a company that's delivering significantly more than 8%, its share price is going to be rising significantly faster than the average company. For example, Apple's share price between 2010 and 2021 has risen over 950%. 950% because of these key corporate components. And of course, that's notwithstanding the dividends. That 950%, you can add more percentage to that if you include the dividends on top. When you look at the comparison to BHP over the same period of time, BHP's return on invested capital is only 9.2%. And the share price over 10 years, well, where's it gone? It's gone nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So every decision must follow our 8-step investment process. It must be logical, understandable, repeatable. We do all the heavy lifting. I will teach you with my team the entire process, and you can piggyback my every single move. Everything in my portfolio, every single day, every single month, every single year, we share with you everything. And we even alert to your mobile phone every time we buy or sell something in and out of our portfolio a couple of times a month. Your advantages going forward are specific strategies for making meaningful returns, a strategy for saving a fortune over time, an approach that saves you valuable time and effort, a proven strategy to avoid financial pain. So let me outline the next step to get you started, the next step that will move you closer to where you need to be. Here at Trading Mastery, we have an incredible program that we have built using the knowledge and strategies that I have learned from investment bank and hedge fund traders. And we structure things in a process that we don't assume anything. We assume that right now you're starting from scratch. So we put you into a VIP walkthrough series to make sure that when you open up your account, whatever broker that might be, it's in the right structure, it's in the right name to be tax effective, and all the key components of being a professional investor. And then we step you through the exciting stuff: how to build a portfolio, how to buy businesses, how to value them, how to do due diligence, and how to have a rock solid portfolio. A report delivered into your inbox every single day that gives you the key components of what's driving markets, a video to share with you, the key components of what big money investors are doing right now, to make sure that you're just on track. You can get on with your day and do whatever you want, knowing with confidence and conviction that you're invested in great quality businesses that are highly likely going to continue to compound money. And every Wednesday and Friday, live training with myself, live Q&A, company profiles, due diligence reports, professional strategies and training to make sure that we deliver you exactly what you're looking for and that will get you the results you need. All of my buy-sell orders, all of my portfolio directly to your mobile phone in every daily report so you can mimic my every single move. And one of the best decisions of my life and the best money I sent James and Nikki. But my experience with Trading Mastery has placed a big light at the end of the tunnel. You are inspiring and give us a lot of confidence in investing, and I know we're in safe hands. We have a 2-day conference every year for our clients to come along to, rub shoulders with our senior traders, and all of our clients get together to celebrate the success that we have. As Nick Gianna says, an experienced trader is willing to put his money where his mouth is and ends up on top. Transparency, honesty, results every time. Andrew and the Trading Mastery team have been a life changer for me, says Jason Cooper. I would unreservedly recommend Trading Mastery to anyone looking to grow their wealth via the share market. And as Craig Dobson, one of our clients, recently said, one of the best decisions we made in 2020 was to learn how to invest with Trading Mastery. Our portfolio is up 40% from November last year. Our only regret, not starting earlier. And then he's tagged a bunch of friends and family. So let's take the next step right now. Let's share with you our Trading Mastery Life membership via a 15-minute fast start call. An opportunity for us to step you through exactly what you can expect to get. An opportunity over 15 minutes where we can immediately find out if we're going to be a great fit together. We want to make sure that we can exceed your expectations. This call will assess your return on investment potential to make sure, as I said, that we're going to be a good fit together. Now, you're going to need a minimum of $5,000 to get started, so I don't want to back away from that. I want to make sure I outline that straight up front. And we'll explain on the call how we can take some practice trades immediately, get you into our knowledge center, get you receiving the daily reports, get you into that live training, and make sure we can make every post a winner in 2022 and going forward. Also, we'll explain on the call how much time you'll need each week to set aside to make sure you get the most out of the program. This is a quick 15-minute fast start call, and around this video right now, there will be a link for you to click on to book that call and make sure that we can jump on a call quickly and get started the right way. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. Click on the link now, and we can't wait to get you started. We can't wait to hear about what your goals and ambitions are and making sure that we can structure the program right and fit for you for the years ahead. We look forward to welcoming you to Trading Mastery.